Monday Night Football time. Give you a few little nuggets here, and then I'll toss it to Brandon. So Cardinals and Cowboys. What's the line right now? You pull it up. Cowboys minus 3.
It's Cowboys 3.5, depending on your book.
And 53.5. The stat from Dak is just dominated night games. 29-15-1 straight up. 26-18 against the spread. 2-0 already ATS this season. And here's the best one. Since the start of 2020, Dak and the Cowboys, a perfect 13-0 straight up as a favorite at night, beating their opponents by 18.3 points per game, which fits against the Cardinals here. The Cardinals is crazy. They've lost 5 straight games by 4 points or less, which has only been done by 2 other teams in NFL history. And of course, Cowboys home overs 3-0, home overs 15-6 last 3 seasons for Dallas. But what do you do here? Arizona, Dallas.
Yeah, one other crazy stat in this game is that the Cardinals have this weird juju against the Cowboys. They have won 7 of 8 games against Dallas, all as an underdog since 2008.
Oh, wow.
So it's just this weird, I don't even know it's a rivalry, because I don't know if Dallas thinks that it's like one of those where the little brother thinks they're rivals, except in this case, the little brother keeps winning for the last 2 decades. Arizona's covering by 12 points a game in that stretch. So obviously, that's across all sorts of years and teams and eras and whatever, but just a weird one. Kyler 9-0 in Jerry World, but that stat doesn't matter anymore because he's not playing here. I don't know if he
soft bench.
Yeah, right. Is what's happening here? Is he benched? Is what's happening? Jacoby Brissett is playing, and I think that weirdly is buying us a little value here. I think Kyler. Look, I'm not the biggest Kyler fan, but this line only really moved half a point, moving to Jacoby Brissett. And I know it's easy to slander Kyler, but this is the spot you wanted to back Kyler Murray. He's 66% ATS as an underdog. He's undefeated in Jerry World. To me, I wanted Dallas in this game, but I was like, man, I don't know. Kyler is so dangerous in this spot. With Jacoby Brissett, I know you're going to limit the mistakes, but you kill the ceiling. There's no more ceiling. And against the Cowboys, you want ceiling. They don't have a defense. All you want is just who can go out and get us some points right now. Dallas is going to score, so you need to match them. Jacoby Brissett, last 10 starts across the last 3 seasons, hasn't topped 27 points in a game. He's averaging 17.5 points a game with his team's 6 straight losses. He is a competent backup, and that's it. Arizona on the season has only scored up to 27 points. They have not topped that this season. Well, 28 points for the Cowboys gets the job done, and Dallas is going to score that at home most of the time. They're averaging about 31 a game, and at home, they've scored 40, 40, and 44. That's it. That's the whole season of home games, 41 a game versus 24 a game on the road. There's something working about this offense in Dallas. I think it's a good setup for Dallas. Hunter Rallis, defensive coordinator for the Cardinals. Fun name. All the nerds like to talk about all the gimmicks and the 3 safeties and everything. It's super fun until you face a real quarterback in a real offense, and it doesn't always go well against better talent. And Dak and CD and Pickens is better talent. And get ready to hear the name Clayton Adams, I think, a lot on Monday night. Clayton Adams is the Cowboys offensive coordinator, but was, up until this year, the run coordinator for the Cardinals. Arizona had run so well in recent years. Clayton Adams leaves. Arizona, bottom 5 in rushing DVOA. Dallas with a sham offensive line. Everyone's hurt. Running backs nobody wanted into the season. Top 10 run game. Over and over, Dallas is pounding the run. I'm going to hear a lot about Clayton Adams. I like the stat you gave with the night game for Dak. We know he's good as a favorite. We know he's good against sub 500 teams. I like Dallas a lot here. Dallas -3. It's not going to get below that, so don't wait around. But I'll say this. I don't mind 3.5 if it gets there and you haven't played yet. I might get closer to Dallas -5. So I think they get the win. I think they get the cover. If you want a prop in the game, look, there's going to be points. So I think Marvin Harrison Jr. to score a touchdown, +160 I'm seeing out there. I know with Brissett, it's been Trey McBride. Harrison's only had 2 catches each game, but Dallas has allowed 15 touchdowns to receivers already this season, 9 touchdowns to wide receiver 1. And look, Kyler's slander aside, I do trust Brissett to get the ball to Harrison on the routes that he runs a little bit better. And look, if you like the Harrison angle, you can play it with Dallas -3 together. That's not negative correlation. I mean, the Cowboys are going to score plenty anyway. The Cardinals are going to score some points in the game. May as well be Harrison. You can play those two together at +450 and get kind of the negative correlation parlay there. So Cowboys -3, and I do like Harrison to find the end zone +160.
Yeah, I don't mind Dallas. The way I was going to play this game was the angle of McBride. Again, if you've been watching Arizona games, the chemistry between him and Brissett just seems to be much better. 6 for 60 is basically -110 at a few books, so I think that's completely doable. The other bet I like is -130 to have a catch on their first drive. I think he's just going to be someone they're going to look for. Now, if you look into the numbers and you say, oh, well, what do tight ends do against Dallas? It's mediocre. They're worse against wide receivers. But I think this is more about Brissett and what Arizona's offense, especially without Connor, without Benson, like the run game just hasn't been a part of what they've done, and it hasn't been effective. So I think McBride makes sense, especially – come on, he was on a bye over National Tight Ends Day. They're going to make a big deal out of it. He's going to be good in this game, so I like that angle. And the last bet I was looking for, and I guess I would be curious your opinion on this. I wanted a big Dak completion early in this game. He has been, I believe it's 27-plus yards in 8 of 9 of his last first quarters. So he's come out really hot. And the line, the only way I could see playing this is the line is 58.5. First quarter pass yards. I was looking for like longest pass first half, longest pass early in the game, because I believe the number is like 34 or 35 over full game, which I think is more of a coin flip. But I think Dallas comes out throwing, and I like that number. 58.5 feels fine for me.
Yeah, I don't know if there is like a longest, like a quarter or half longest pass.
That's what I was
play.
looking for.
Yeah, like I think you can maybe play that live if you're taking it like a third or fourth quarter or second half type thing. I'm not sure you're going to be able to pull that off otherwise. I do like the McBride angles. 2 games with Brissett, 24 targets, 18 catches, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He only had 3 touchdowns since the start of last season until these 2 games with Brissett. So maybe I'm overthinking it going with Harrison. I'm playing the matchup and receivers, but he's kind of their receiver. So maybe he's the receiver one who should just get the touchdown.
Agreed. The 2 other notes I thought were interesting. Dak right now +100 to win comeback player of the year. So he is the favorite to win comeback player of the year entering this game. CMC right behind him at +155. And including this game against Dallas, Arizona does have the toughest remaining strength of schedule when looking at win percentage, 57.4%. So a win here would go a long way, but tough sledding going forward for Arizona.